Hello, I'm Guy Fawkes and welcome to Sample Lesson 3. Today I'll be showing you how to play the right hand melody while you're adding the chords with your left hand. This lesson will be more for complete beginners, so I'll only be adding one chord per measure. In the next video I'll show you how to really fill in some of those empty spots. But let me first show you a very basic chord piano arrangement. If you look at that first measure, you'll notice that first melody note, right above it you're going to see that A minor chord symbol. That tells us that they get played together. Anytime you see a melody note that lines up with a chord symbol, that tells you they get played at the same time. So if you look at that next measure, that D lines up with the G chord symbol. They get played together. Now, a basic rule to chord piano is you want to hold the chord, as long as there is no other chord in that measure, you want to hold the chord for the entire measure. So I'm going to play that D and the G, and then I'm going to play that low G all by itself. So in measure 3, I see that high G gets played with the F chord symbol. Okay, I'm going to keep the F chord held down for the rest of the measure, play the rest of those melody notes. The next measure we have what is called a tie. So that D doesn't get played again, but the G chord does. So we play the G chord by itself, keep it held down, play the rest of the melody notes. We're now at measure 5, which is the beginning of line 2. So that E gets played with the A minor chord. Okay, we're at the G measure, so the G, there is no note underneath that G, so we're going to play the G chord all by itself, keep it held down. Okay, the F and the A get played together. Okay, now line 3 is exactly like line 1, so I'm going to play this a little bit more up to speed. Okay, last line, that A minor chord gets played with the E. Keep the chord held down. Okay, the G gets played all by itself. You'll notice there is no note underneath that. By the way, that symbol there is what we call a rest. The rest, and there's lots of different types of rests. This is what we call a quarter note rest. So it's just telling us to rest for one beat. So you're going to play that G chord, play the C. Now you could rest here, or you could just kind of go right into that B. We're at the F measure. We're going to play the B and the F chord together. Keep the chord held down for the rest of the measure. The G and the E together. And that last measure, we're going to play the C with the C major chord. Alright, let me play through this again and I'll play it up to speed. Okay, so click on the sheet music link directly below this video player to download the sheet music for the next video. In video 4, I'll show you the easiest technique in the world that professional piano players use to really create a full sounding piano arrangement. So click the play button for the next video as soon as you've downloaded and printed the video 4 sheet music. Thanks for watching.